Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Today, again, we're going to have fun with perimeters, and particularly because we'll be looking at triangles. So our topic for today is perimeter of triangles. So, at the end of today's lesson, we should be able to mention some types of triangles, calculate the perimeter of triangles, and find the missing value given the perimeter of a plane shape. So triangles are basically three-sided shapes with three angles. Okay? Three-sided shapes with three angles. We have different types of triangles. Some of them are equilateral triangle. It has all the sides to be equal. Isosceles triangles has two opposite sides and two opposite angles equal. And the right angle triangle, the scalene triangle, and so many others. On the next slide, you'll be seeing the pictures of these triangles. Okay, if you look at the first picture, now the worksheet tells us types of triangles, and they were grouped into two: types by side and types by angle. Now, looking at the sides of the equilateral triangle, you see that there are three equal sides, and that is why you see two strokes on each line, showing you that each line is equal to the other one. And so it's called equilateral because all the sides are equal, so it gets its name from its sides. Now, the isosceles triangle has two equal sides, alright? And if we must talk about angles too, it also has two equal angles, but we'll leave that for now. Now, the scalene triangle does not have equal sides, alright? Now, if you want to also describe triangles by angles, we have the ones that are acute. We call them acute triangle, and that's because the three angles are less than 90. You can see the less than sign there. The right angle triangle, because one of the angle is equal to 90 degrees, and the obtuse angles because one of the angle is greater than 90 degrees. Now, you will look at all of these in your senior class. For today and for this lesson, we're just going to concentrate our minds on triangles. Wherever you see a three-sided figure, it is called a triangle. That's especially if it is not an irregular shape. If it has three constructed lines as what you can see in the slide now, it is called a triangle. Having discussed the types of triangles, we'll just move straight to the first example. The first example is asking us to calculate the perimeter of the figure below. The figure below, if you look at the figure below, it's an equilateral triangle because it has three equal sides. Line AB is equal to 7 centimeters, line BC is 7 centimeters, and line CA is 7 centimeters. I'm very sure labeling that triangle is not much of a problem because we have seen how to label our shapes in the previous lessons. So straight ahead, remember that the perimeter of a plane shape is a distance round that shape. Some other persons will tell you the shortest distance round the shape. Alright, so that means that our perimeter is AB plus BC plus CA. That is distance AB plus distance BC plus distance CA. And that will give us 7 centimeters plus 7 centimeters plus 7 centimeters. So everybody wear your thinking caps. Good. 7 plus 7 will give you what? 7 in your head plus 7. If you said 14, you are an awesome student. Well done. Now we have 14 and we still have one more 7 to go. So put it in your head quickly. 14 in your head plus 7. And what would you get? If you ever said 21, you are totally correct. Thumbs up for you. Now our answer is what? 21 centimeters. Okay, good. So we have the perimeter of this beautiful equilateral triangle looking at us to be 21 centimeters. Thumbs up, guys, you did well. Alright, next we look at example 2. Again, we labeled this triangle. And of course, this triangle is not equilateral because all the sides are not equal. We have 5 meters, 22 meters, and 18 meters. Good. So it's not an equilateral triangle. Find out the name by making reference back to the worksheet I showed you initially. Alright, but most importantly, we are focusing our attention on the perimeter of this triangle. So remember again, the perimeter of a plane shape is a distance round that plane shape. So with the help of the names given to the letters there, we go AB plus BC plus CA. So AB is what? 22 meters plus BC, which is 18 meters, plus CA, which is 5 meters. Alright, so let's add this together. Now 22 plus 18. 22 plus 18. Quickly write that on a piece of paper and work it out with me. Who has gotten the answer? If you said 40, you are very correct. So we add the next number, which is 5. So quickly, 40 in your head plus 5. And what will that give you? 45. Good job. So we have 45 meters. Remember, without your unit, your answer is as good as wrong. Alright, example 3. And it says, find the side of the triangle below whose perimeter is 37 centimeters and the other two sides are 15 centimeters and 5 centimeters respectively. Now, if you read that question, you see that the perimeter of this triangle has been found and the perimeter is 37 centimeters. Now, remember also that a triangle has 3 sides. The measurements of 2 sides have been given to us. We're told that one of the side is 15 centimeters and the other side is 5 centimeters respectively. Now we're expected to look for the missing side, and the missing side has been called X. To find the length of the missing side, we have to label it, and that's the reason why we called it X centimeters. You can decide to call it A centimeters, you can call it B centimeters, Z centimeters. Choose whatever name you want to give it, but I have chosen to give it X centimeters. That's because we don't know the measurement of that side. So now we can now try looking for the missing side by first writing out what the perimeter should be. Remember that the perimeter is for you to do what? Add up all the sides. So now we're going to add up all the sides. 5 centimeters plus 15 centimeters plus X centimeters to be equal to 37 centimeters, because we're told that the perimeter of the triangle is 37 centimeters. So first, we're going to have to collect all the numbers together. The numbers before the equal sign, we'll collect them together and add them. So 5 plus 15 will give you what? 20. Now plus X. And when you add X to 20, you're expected to get 37 centimeters. But then, I don't know what X is. Do you? How do we find X? We just need to add something to 20 to give us 37 centimeters. So how do we find X? Aha! I got an idea. Since we don't know X, you now say the bigger number minus the smaller number. The bigger number minus the smaller number. And what's the bigger number there? 37. And the smaller number is 20. So we go 37 minus 20. So that's the clue. Now let's subtract. So 7 take away 0 is 7. And 3 take away 2 is 1. So we've gotten the big secret. That means x centimeters is equal to 17 centimeters. Wow, we did it. So in other words, the secret that we're looking for all this while was just 17. So that means if we add 5 plus 15 plus 17, we're going to get 37 centimeters. Quickly try it. If you try it and you get it, you let me know. Next, we have example 4. And it says, a rectangular board has a perimeter of 22 meters. If the longest sides are 8 meters each, and one of the width is 3 meters, what is the size of the other width? Have you all worn your thinking caps? We need to think this through because first you have to understand the question. So that would help you in solving to get the answer. The two longest sides are 8 meters each. So we draw a rectangle first. When you draw a rectangle first, you fix 8 meters on the two long sides. Have you done that? Alright. And it says one of the width is 3 meters. So that means one of the short sides equals 3 meters. In other words, we are looking for the second short side. So what do? We go back to our formula for finding the perimeter of a plane shape and we quickly do that. So perimeter is equal to what? Adding up all the sides, and let's add up all the sides now. So we go from bottom anti-clockwise to the top and then to the other side. So let's go 8 meters plus 3 meters plus 8 meters plus x, and we're expected to get 22 meters. Now 8 plus 3 will give you what? 8 in your head plus 3, 11. Good job. Now 11 in your head plus 8, 11 plus 8. If you said 19, you are an awesome student. So we have 19 meters. So 19 plus x is expected to give us 22. So if you ask me, what are we supposed to add to 19 to give us 22? And like we did the other time, we said the bigger number take away the smaller number. So we go 22 take away 19 will give us 3. So that means our answer is equal to what? 3 meters. But then, if you don't want to solve it and you want to be a smart student, this is what you should do. Remember the properties of a rectangle. It has two opposite sides to be what? Equal. So if top and bottom are equal, left side and right side are also what? Equal. So if 8 meters is equal to 8 meters, so 3 meters should be equal to x. That means x, which is the missing side, is equal to 3 meters. And that's your answer. So you don't need to solve. Alright? So if you think very fast, you do it this way, give your explanation, and off you go. So that's it for today. We have learned the different types of triangles. We have tried to find the perimeter of a triangle. We have also learned how to find the missing side of a plane shape when given the perimeter. So now you have these homeworks to do. First, you're going to mention the types of triangles you have learned. 2. Calculate the perimeter of these figures. You can see two different triangles there. Then 3. Given that the perimeter of a triangular flower bed is 24 centimeters, the length of the other two sides are 8 centimeters each. What is the length of the third side? So when you quickly do that in your notebook, as usual, You give me a picture of it on the class dojo so I could see and score you. Well done, children. It's exciting having this virtual class with you. So have fun with your homework. Stay home and stay safe, but most importantly, know it that we miss you dearly. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.